No worries.
What happened the last time you wanted to tell your boss to fuck off?
Me being the mild-mannered, calm individual I was, promptly told him to fuck off, and then was promptly handed my pink slip and escorted out the door. Yep.
What is the most personal thing you have ever purchased?
Most personal thing I've ever purchased was a cock ring, but never got it back. Because he fucking stole my cock ring. Who steals a cock ring? Like, seriously.
Funny. On the similar lines, there's a wonderful site where you can buy bulk condoms. They also have a clearance section for expired condoms. Well, for my application, no problem. 500 expired condoms because it makes cleanup a lot easier. One time, boom, into the garbage.
Okay, so where were you the last time your BO was out of control in public? So, once upon a time, I went on a little car ride for like 2 weeks with my friend in BC. Then we went to a festival. I hadn't showered for about 3 weeks at this point. And we were living in the car, in the tent, dancing, all that fun stuff. And I go home, me and her were hanging out, and then it's like, you know what? Let's go to Safeway, get some food, right? So we go to Safeway, and then 10 minutes later, my mother calls, who, again, I haven't seen her for 3 weeks, and she says, "Hey, you got home today, didn't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, how'd you know?" She's like, "Well, I can still smell both of you in the house."
Okay. So, what was your most recent epic fail where you were trying to impress someone?
All right, I partook in what is probably everybody's like little side nightmare when the debit card doesn't work. So, met this really great girl on Bumble, and gonna go take her to a date, little coffee shop. I'm like, okay, gonna meet her, gonna get her some stuff. She comes in, I'm like, oh, let's get some lemonade. Started off easy. So she's like, okay, like I've got some money. I'm like, no, I'll pay. Don't worry about it. All right. So we go up, get the lemonades, go to tap, doesn't work. I'm like, oh no, just do it again. Go to tap, doesn't work. So now I'm sweating. I'm like, and this is the first time I'm ever meeting her. I'm like, oh no. So it turned out I had lost my card earlier in the day, and I went online and locked it. Forgot to unlock it. Forgot that I forgot to unlock it. So now I'm freaking out. And I'm like, oh man, it looks like I'm like broke or cheap. So I'm like, oh, it's okay. I'll just use the credit card. The credit card will be fine. But the lady behind the desk there didn't realize I switched to credit card, so she still had it on debit. So here I go, tapping my credit card twice, and it both times expired. So finally, my lovely lady friend goes, "It's okay, I've got a 20," and that just kind of like broke me inside.